Welcome to our channel at JD Crafts and Entertainment. Today I will go over the build of a raised koi pond. I built it without the need of any heavy equipment. I started right after Halloween of 2014 and completed the build in mid-January 2015. This was a total of about 3 months construction time, mostly working nights and weekends. I never intend to put this on YouTube, so I do not have any video. I just made a slideshow of the major construction steps, so bear with me. My only experience with pond building was with my brothers in my teenage years. It was a concrete pond. It did well for about 8 medium-sized koi and 2 red-eared turtles. I was inspired when I visited my brother over Halloween. I always wanted to build another koi pond, but didn't want to work with concrete again. My brother built his pond by himself using a liner. This was a new concept to me, and with his guidance along the way, the pond came together. His design was a below ground pond only. I didn't want to dig as deep due to the rocky ground in Las Vegas, so I decided to build a partially raised pond instead. His pond was more of a natural pond, but I wanted my pond to be more modern and contemporary. We wanted a waterfall for visual and audio appeal. I didn't have much room and didn't want to build an external filtration system, so I decided that the waterfall area would be the filtration system. I will go into that later. With the internet, there are so many great ideas out there. I found Russell's Water Garden website and used their design for the structure. I will put a link to the website where you can check out the greatly detailed write-up in the description. I will break down the costs and complete specifications in the description as well. In this picture, it shows the east side of my house where the pond will be. We wanted to build the largest pond possible, but were constrained by the concrete sidewalk for a raised planter bed. We also had AC units unfortunately to contend with. I wanted to leave enough room there for future surfacing of the units, so we ended up with a 12-foot long by 6-foot wide pond. When we first moved in, this area was intended to be an extended garden, fruit orchard, or mini golf green for the kids. After a lot of online research, we decided on Russell Water Garden design. After measuring it and getting the lay of the land, I started digging with a pickaxe and shovel. At first, I wanted an island for plants or maybe a turtle or two, as you can see from this picture. This island concept greatly complicated liner installation, so I scrapped the idea very quickly. My kids wanted to help out and thought it was fun doing Minecraft digging in real life. The hardest part was getting rid of the excavated dirt and rocks. Digging was actually not too bad, except where buried construction debris were located. The dirt appeared to be compacted construction soil rather than natural sediment. At least this was true to the depth I dug. I dug down about 2.5 feet, but with all the preparations for the liner, it was just over 2 feet below ground and 1.5 feet above ground, making the pond 3 feet deep filled with water and 3.5 feet to overflow. If I had to do it again, I would dig another foot deeper. You can see the buried asphalt in this picture on the left. Next, I dug the post supports for the pond walls and the waterfall filter. I made the post holes about 2 feet deeper for the poured concrete to support the posts. There was a total of 8 posts, including a post for the waterfall. This actually took longer than digging the pond itself because I did not have a post hole digger and didn't want to go out and rent one. I cut the pressure treated post to length and laid it out to make sure the holes were deep enough. Then I constructed the short end wall of the pond and made sure everything was squared and true. I placed this in the post hole. I used this reference to make sure all the posts were lined up as well as be at the same height. I made adjustments to the post hole accordingly. I poured the concrete in the first wall post first and made sure the wall and post were squared, leveled, and at the desired height. Since I was working alone, I made sure the first end wall stayed true as the concrete cured. After curing, I rechecked this end wall since it will determine the rest of the post height. Since the middle post can be adjusted accordingly with further digging, I worked on the second wall. This is a waterfall wall. Again, doing the same steps to ensure trueness and height during the concrete post curing process. Thank you for watching. I hope you join me for the next part.